Welcome to the University of Victoria's Convocation ceremony. The ceremony will begin in just a few minutes. Today, the newest members of our academic community are joining this institution's Convocation of Scholars. We ask that you please stand, if you are able to do so, when the academic procession enters the auditorium. The Chancellor will indicate when you may be seated after participants have reached their places. At the end of the ceremony, the Chancellor will ask that you stand again as the procession leaves the auditorium. Graduation is one of life's major events. We hope that you will all enjoy the ceremony. Children are welcome here. We know that sometimes they get fussy. Should anyone wish to leave the auditorium for any reason, an usher will be pleased to assist you. You are, of course, welcome to return. Thank you for your attention, and welcome to Convocation.
for now, and then we'll switch over to something.
Welcome, everyone. I declare the 2026 Spring Convocation of the University of Victoria duly assembled for the granting of degrees. Please be seated. I'd like to begin by offering my respect and gratitude to the Lekwungen peoples and to the Songhees, Esquimalt, and WSÁNEĆ peoples, whose historical relationships with this land continue to this day and into tomorrow. I'd like to thank Christine Sam and Councillor Eugene Sam from Songhees First Nation for their drumming today. Thank you. Their drumming and songs at the beginning of each of our convocation ceremonies are a form of protection and clear the path forward for the graduates. These celebratory healing songs have been part of the Indigenous cultures here for many years. Thank you. Now, I would like to invite Councillor Norman Gary Sam from Songhees First Nation to welcome us all here today.
It's Rachel, Hela, Hosiam, Osiam, Nistjelicha, Tanis Nes, Suquilipton, Chesalea, Tzet At, Lekwungen, Haichka, Quansanea Techo, Lekwungen Tango, Ikos Apsum, Osiam, dear friends, dear relatives, visiting chiefs, councillors, matriarchs and patriarchs, visitors from all walks of life, I thank you for gathering here today in celebration of all the students and their wonderful achievements today. It is just my great honor to be here to represent the Songhees Nation and acknowledge the land that we are carrying our celebration on today. I just want to raise my hands to each and one for your short time, for your evening today, your afternoon today, as we go into celebrating the wonderful achievements. Osia.
Thank you, Councillor Sam, for your welcome to the Territory. Acting President Thomas, Vice President Croft, members of governing bodies, members of faculty and staff, distinguished guests, graduating students, family and friends from all across Canada and indeed all around the world, either in person or online, on behalf of the University of Victoria, I welcome you all here today. And for those of you joining us online, come on, sit close to the screen. It's okay. Today we honor students from the faculties of Graduate Studies, Education, and Engineering and Computer Science. I'd just like to pause for a moment, especially to acknowledge the last graduate to cross the stage this afternoon, Bowen Wilson Sharp. Where are you, Bowen? Thank you for your patience. During the ceremony today, there will be times when speakers may turn to address the graduates as they're speaking, so please pardon our backs when we do this. Again, good afternoon, graduates, families, friends, faculty members, and colleagues. As Chancellor, it's an honor to join you on this day of celebration, transition, and reflection. And to our graduates, congratulations, each and every one of you, you made it. As I thought about what I wanted to share with you today, one idea kept returning to me. Not success, not achievement, but humility. That may seem like a really strange focus for a convocation ceremony. After all, you've worked incredibly hard to earn your place here. You should be proud, but humility doesn't mean thinking less of yourself. It means understanding that none of us arrives here alone, and none of us is ever finished learning. In a world that often encourages us to be the loudest voice in the room, humility asks something different of us. Humility asks us to listen, to remain open to learning. And humility makes us recognize that intelligence is not the same thing as wisdom, and that accomplishment is not the same thing as character. We live in a time where cynicism can and does feel easier than hope, and outrage can feel easier than understanding. You know, it can be. It can be easier simply to doom scroll, to cancel, than it is to question and to analyze. But you know, complacency doesn't move us forward. And it doesn't help us to see others' vantage points and opinions. The pressure to perform, to be right, to build the perfect personal brand can make it difficult to admit uncertainty or vulnerability. But humility creates space for growth. Humility allows us to say, I don't know yet. It allows us to say, I was wrong. And those may be some of the most powerful words you ever learn to speak. Cree scholar Willie Ehrman speaks of the ethical space of engagement, a space that opens when we meet each other with humility, respect, and a willingness to truly listen. Not to win, not to dominate, but to understand. That kind of humility matters because the world you're entering into is deeply interconnected. We still have more to learn from one another, and none of us can build a better future alone. In UVic's own Indigenous plan, we're told, help each other move forward. There is deep wisdom in that idea, but what does it mean? Helping each other move forward means working together and bringing in our good hearts and our good minds together, without ego. Whatever change you hope to create in this world, let it make room for kindness, let it make room for mercy, and let it make room for people to grow. Some of you will become leaders in classrooms and boardrooms and labs and maybe even courtrooms, maybe even on Zoom calls. Some of you will shape policy, some will shape culture. All of you, in ways large and small, will shape the lives of others. So as you leave here today, I hope you carry your achievements with pride, but wear them lightly. Let your education open doors, but let humility guide the way you walk through them. Choose curiosity over ego, compassion over cynicism, listening over certainty. And when the world feels noisy or uncertain, come back to the things that ground you, your community, your values, the land, the people who remind you who you really are. Graduates, the future is not fixed. What it becomes will be shaped by your courage, your character, your kindness, and your humility. Your future success will never be yours alone. It belongs in part to the families, friends, so many others who have supported you. The instructors who challenged you, your friends, your study partners, and the community that shaped you. So, now for a little audience participation. Now is the opportunity for you, graduates, to thank all of your supporters So if you're able, please stand and with great enthusiasm, not that it's a competition with other schools and other faculties, but stand if you're able and cheer and applaud and thank all of your supporters. Come on. Well done, and way better than the morning group. You've set a very high standard. Again, congratulations, class of 2026. All of us, we're all so proud of you. Thank you very much. I now call upon the Vice President Academic, Dr. Elizabeth Croft.
Chancellor Buller, the deans of the faculties have assured me that the candidates to be presented to you this day and those who are absent have fulfilled all of the requirements for their degrees, and the Senate requests that you confer upon each one the degree for which they are now recommended. Would the graduates please rise if able?
By authority of the Senate of this university, I admit you to the degree to which you and those in absentia are entitled, and urge you to strive always with patience and sincerity for the instruction and sound learning of all people. Graduates, will you each accept the degree to which you are entitled, with its inherent rights and privileges, and the responsibility and loyalty which it implies?
I accept this degree with its inherent rights and privileges and responsibility and loyalty which it implies.
Well done. You can be seated. It is my honor and my privilege to present the class of 2026.
The graduating class will now be presented individually to the Chancellor. It will be a moment before the students assemble, so please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The degrees from the Faculty of Graduate Studies will now be presented. Chancellor Buller, the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. The candidates are accompanied by their faculty supervisors or representatives. Danielle Francine Alphonse. Dr. Alphonse's community-led research examines the importance of Kawatsan spiritual connection in the early years through land, language, storytelling, and intergenerational learning. Her work advances Indigenous resurgence, reconciliation, and holistic approaches to education by honoring Indigenous worldviews and decolonizing practices in early childhood education and care. Dr. Alphonse is accompanied by Dr. Jean-Paul Restoul from the Department of Indigenous Education. Huya Amid. Dr. Amid studied how electricity networks can stay reliable as wind power and electric vehicles add new uncertainty. He showed that more detailed risk modeling can reveal when and where the grid is most stressed, especially in transmission lines, while avoiding unnecessary overbuilding. His work gives utilities better tools to plan cleaner, more resilient power systems. Dr. Amid is accompanied by Acting Dean Bradley from the Faculty of Engineering and Computer Science. Gerard Alavaneda Domeni. Dr. Domeni studied permanent carbon dioxide removal from both ambient air and from the ocean. By integrating these two pathways with offshore wind power systems, he demonstrated a sustainable, autonomous, and off-grid carbon dioxide removal solution. His work provides insights into complete pathways for carbon dioxide removal. Dr. Domeni is accompanied by Acting Dean Bradley from the Faculty of Engineering and Computer Science. Alison Jean Balaba. Dr. Balaba explored how communities, schools, and museums in Ghana can inform the decolonization of public education. They showed that community-centered learning and local knowledge systems challenge colonial structures while supporting new African narratives grounded in innovation and historical truth. This work offers approaches for more equitable, relational, and culturally responsive education systems. Dr. Balaba is accompanied by Dr. Kathy Sanford from the Department of Curriculum and Instruction. Nathan Carl Brinklow. Dr. Brinklow traced 25 years of partnerships between the Mohawk Language Centre at Tyendinaga and Ontario universities in support of Mohawk language revitalization. He found that learners sought connection and belonging over credentials, and that institutional partnerships flourish when personal relationships are built and actively maintained. Dr. Brinklow is accompanied by Dr. Onawa McIver Ritinui from the Department of Indigenous Education. Tess Maria Renee Carswell. Dr. Carswell investigated sex differences in the priorities of people with lower limb amputations and their movement biomechanics. She found that females have distinct movement patterns and unique healthcare priorities necessitating female-specific prosthetic designs and rehabilitation strategies. Her work reduces the persistent data gap affecting healthcare for females. Dr. Carswell is accompanied by Dr. Josh Giles from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Victor De Silva. Dr. De Silva studied how to improve 3D printing of artificial living tissues so that they behave more like real human structures. He found that early checks can help predict whether the printed cells will stay healthy and work properly. This work helps researchers build more reliable tissue models for testing medicines and developing future therapies with less need for animal testing. Dr. De Silva is accompanied by Dr. Stephanie Willarth from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Mehran Ghaffarian Tamizi. Dr. Tamizi studied how robots can plan safe movements in changing and cluttered environments. He showed that robots can learn to move around obstacles and adapt to new environments without repeated retraining. His work supports safer, more flexible automation for manufacturing, service robotics, and other real-world applications. Dr. Tamizi is accompanied by Dr. Humayun Najaran from the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering. Barbara Yenny. Dr. Yenny investigated how early career academics deal with universities and funding agencies' expectations to mobilize research knowledge. She found that early career academics work is not adequately recognized, resulting in value conflicts and undue hardship. Her work provides actionable steps to better support Canadian academics in making research knowledge applicable and useful to society. Dr. Yenny is accompanied by Dr. Graham McDonough from the Department of Curriculum and Instruction. Nabila Kazmi. Dr. Kazmi explored how young women in India live in lower income communities and the ways they create safe, shared spaces for themselves. She showed that their experiences of space are shaped by their bodies, multiple identities, contradictions, and everyday acts of resistance. The study gives young women a chance to share their experiences and challenge common stereotypes and simplified views of their lives. Dr. Nabila is accompanied by Dr. Kathy Sanford from the Department of Curriculum and Instruction. Benjamin Cal Lysing. Dr. Lysing explored pathways to negative emissions with energy planning models. This systems-level analysis of the Alberta power grid helped identify 3 stages of decarbonization. This research can help inform cost-effective emission and reductions in power grids around the world. Dr. Lysing is accompanied by Dr. Andrew Rowe from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Christine Louise McLeod. Dr. McLeod studied perspectives of local urban youth and elders about what it means to be Métis on the lands of other Indigenous peoples. She found that Métis people often struggle with knowing where they belong and have to heal intergenerational trauma. The research calls for more opportunities for Métis youth and elders to build relationships and identify the role healthy families and communities play in embracing one's Métis heritage. Dr. McLeod is accompanied by Dr. Kathy Sanford from the Department of Curriculum and Instruction. Masood Mokhtari. Dr. Mokhtari explored how intelligent computing systems can manage the growing demands of hardware devices by deciding whether tasks should be processed nearby or in the cloud. He showed that learning-based scheduling can reduce delays, improve efficiency, and balance workloads. This work supports better Internet of Things services in smart cities, healthcare, transportation, and industry. Dr. Mokhtari is accompanied by Dr. Sudhakar Ganti from the Department of Computer Science. Quan Man Nguyen. Dr. Nguyen studied the mathematical foundations of algorithms that learn and adapt as conditions change. He developed new methods for making decisions with incoming data, identified the limits of how well such systems can learn, and showed how these ideas connect to online optimization. His work helps guide the design of machine learning systems that can adjust effectively in evolving environments. Dr. Nguyen is accompanied by Dr. Nishant Mehta from the Department of Computer Science. Rita Kiang. Dr. Kiang investigated a new high-capacity shear wall system for the design of mid-rise light wood frame buildings. This new type of wall can provide up to 3 times the seismic resistance of conventional walls. The high-capacity shear wall system is intended for implementation in the Canadian Timber Design Standard, providing additional options for designers and engineers. Dr. Kiang is accompanied by Dr. Lina Zhou from the Department of Civil Engineering. Aditya Ribali. Dr. Ribali studied the impact of floods and rainfall on urban transportation systems and traffic flow. They showed how flood, traffic, and geographic modeling can identify vulnerable areas and evaluate disruptions during extreme weather events. This work supports safer transportation planning, emergency response, and more resilient cities. Dr. Ravalli is accompanied by Dr. Caterina Vallejo from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Charlotte Ross. Dr. Ross studied the experiences of Cree adults who understand but cannot speak their language proficiently, a phenomenon known as silent speakers. Her research explored conditions that support language recovery and the impact of colonization and trauma on retaining the Cree language. The study highlights the importance of healing and safety for Indigenous language reclamation. Dr. Ross is accompanied by Dr. Onawa McIver-Fitinui from the Department of Indigenous Education. Kusha Samifar. Dr. Samifar studied the computational aspects of several central equilibrium problems in game theory. Dr. Samifar provided classifications for these problems under different constraints, including multi-leader follower games and games with uncertainty. The general framework developed in his work provides a foundation for advancing equilibrium problems and also general optimization problems. Dr. Samifar is accompanied by Dr. Bruce Capron from the Department of Computer Science. Leslie Scott. Dr. Scott examined how research universities in BC and Scotland can strengthen learning and teaching. She identified key factors shaping institutional approaches to quality enhancement, including the need for stronger incentives to improve teaching. Her work proposes a new framework for teaching quality governance and offers insights for higher education policy, institutional practice, and teaching improvement. Dr. Scott is accompanied by Dr. Tatiana Gunko from the Department of Educational Psychology and Leadership Studies. Robin Taylor Shenfield. Dr. Shenfield's research explored how the drama classroom can become a place of hope where students wrestle with difficult questions through performance and creative inquiry. She showed that drama curriculum can be an empowering lived experience where students gain voice, agency, and new ways of seeing the world. Her work unites distinct research questions into a comprehensive set of practical directions for drama education. Dr. Shenfield is accompanied by Dr. Graham McDonough from the Department of Curriculum and Instruction. Amir Mehdi Sufi Enayati. Dr. Enayati explored how robots learn to perform new tasks more efficiently and reliably. Robot learning can be improved by reusing examples, incorporating useful uncertainty into simulation, and understanding the variations of task context. This work helps advance adaptive robotic systems that require less retraining before operating in real-world environments. Dr. Inayati is accompanied by Dr. Humayun Najaran from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Jaykumar Gulabai Varadia. Dr. Varadia developed new coatings for plastic fibers used to reinforce concrete, making them bond more strongly to the surrounding matrix. These treated fibers improve the concrete's strength, toughness, durability, and resistance to cracking. This work offers a sustainable path to longer-lasting, lower-maintenance civil infrastructure in cold climates, like that of Canada. Dr. Varadia is accompanied by Dr. Rishi Gupta from the Department of Civil Engineering. Farron Yola Willie. Dr. Yola explored ancestral language reclamation through a family-centered self-study of herself and her 3 children. She discovered that although a vast undertaking, reclaiming ancestral language can bring a tremendous amount of strengthening, love, and deep healing to learners and their families. Dr. Yola is accompanied by Dr. Unawa McIver-Vitinui from the Department of Indigenous Education. Jessica Joelle Willows. Dr. Willows examined how teacher leadership develops in a rural school district, highlighting its uniquely responsive, generative, and collaborative nature and the profound influence of rural context. Her Her work deepens current understandings by offering detailed insight into the dynamic rural environment and the process rural teacher leaders create. Dr. Willows is accompanied by Dr. Catherine McGregor from the Department of Education, Psychology, and Leadership Studies. Travis Yang. Dr. Yang explored co-teaching relationships in Chinese international schools. His work identifies how various geosocial political factors and relations of power can shape teachers' experiences. Findings informed a relational framework for understanding and supporting co-teaching in Chinese international school contexts. Dr. Yang is accompanied by Dr. Alison Gerlach from the School of Child and Youth Care. Kaveh Yazdani Motlag. Dr. Motlag studied how beneficial bacteria can be protected during oral delivery to the colon. He developed a microfluidic method to create liquid core capsules with protective layers that help bacteria survive harsh digestive conditions and release later. This work supports more reliable probiotic delivery for gastrointestinal health and future therapeutic applications. Dr. Motlagi is accompanied by Dr. Mina Hufar from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Chancellor Buller, the candidates for the degree of Master of Applied Science. Amireza Baluchi. Aaron D.M. Beagley. Mohammed Chagini. Kiara Sarah Se-Young Choi. Nathan Carlos de Matos. Giselle Yolanda Diaz Gonzalez. Christian Omar Espinoza. Tyler George Hardy. Severin Václav Riha Eisert. Zara Jahanshahi. Caitlin Bryn Kuhinka. Hutan Mahmudian. Ghazal Mansouri. Tiago Antonio Moretti de Andrade. Nasrin Nazari. Himing Quinn. Tanatswa Beauty Farrell. Thank you. Ban Singh. Chen Wang. Chon Hin Lawrence Wong. Song Shui. Chancellor Buller, the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts. Marion Robles. Samuel Logoniga Gariba. Juan Juan. Dawn Kalinuk. Abby Rebecca Zemliak Koning. Jessica V. Lund. Deborah Otu Ansa. Alexandra Valichevska. Stephanie Jane Williams. Yang Yang Shu. Chancellor Buller, the candidates for the degree of Master of Education. Bethia Chidinma Adewale. Gihuinuk Madeline Ugviak. Mercedes Carnacite Alcazar. Catherine Ifonanya Agni Ayuze. Sovgat Azimova. Kathleen Maria Campos Batam. Rosie Hong Benning. Lahulwit Kiona Aliabo. Donna Kelsey Lynn Camsell. Miali Koli Sudlovnik. Janelle Crane Starlight. Qian Du. Yuting Feng. Mary Goodwin. Tora A. Harding Laman Zamora. I. Irie. Hakad Christina John. Alexander Yosifov. Sema Kaya. Hang Lee. Holly Elaine Lowe. Deepa Madatil. Jocelyn Matibag. Zara Nagavi. Tan Tam Wing. Medway Oni Kwedokwe, Velma Noah Nicholas. Ato Olgas James Nice. Bankoli Henry Olading. Siloam Kwasi Pra. Mafuza Rahman. Kamasui Maga, Dana Michelle Roberts. Asia Sharifi. Mungxia Sun. Ayana Kwatnyak Patki Satahaki Twig. Jenny Vandermeer. Shaylin Diane Verhoeven. Shui. Jiming Zhang. Chancellor Buller, the candidates for the degree of Master of Engineering. Raila Adam. Mohammed Abbas Adil. Adele Aga. Michelle E. Agochukwu. Tanaz Asadi Shad. Nusha Bahardust. Shangen Chen. Damanpreet Singh. Yuan Du. Nelson Gomez Boroquez. Jicheng Huang. Ernest Imoesi. Mitali Javdekar. Onkar Prakash Kadam. Prabnur Kaur. Kunki Lin. Wenhui Ma. Aman Abdul Qadir Malik. Christopher McLaughlin. Sandar Miant. Jamie Gabriel Naranjo Orozco. Divyesh Kumar Kiritbhai Patel. Aryan Rawat. Yash Kumar Ashokbhai Sabadia. Kiranjot Kaur Saini. Shaf Shalash Nejad. Shavita Sopal. Liam Kenneth Terry. Yalini Venkatraman. Venkata Srivani Reddy Yaram Reddy. Suhan Yoon. Shiyi Zhang. Chancellor Bowler, the candidates for the degree of Master of Science. Mahbube Bahari Nematabad. Rhea Mendel Drucker. Motion Gilane Larimi. Nitin Gupta. Jin Han. Samantha Elizabeth Sophia Nori. Nazanin Shamshiri. Ria Shrestha. Subiksha Srinivasan. Alina Kachenko. Shiyu Zhang.
The degrees from the Faculty of Education will now be presented. Chancellor Bowler, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Child and Youth Care. Sophia Genevieve Francis On. Melanie Brenda Bocalas. Kate Helen Abasakor Boulian. Susanna K. Bragg. Savannah Michelle Cook. Karina Jennifer De Jong. Annalie Alexandra De La Cruz. Avery May Duncan. Ella Marie Duffy. Emmanuel Epp. Francesca Gonzalez. Julia Emily Godinson. Ella Caitlin Hale. Christy Bashem. Debbie Hate. Abigail Ann Inglis. Sierra Marie Teresa Jensen. Justine is also receiving a certificate in American Sign Language. Justine O. Leto. Olivia Lassard. Karis Mitchell. Jayla Marie Nawashadi. Lauren Jacqueline Peterson. Fun One Ren. Sarah Elizabeth Rigby. Marinelle and Santiago. Kayla J. Sukarev. Edith Louise Stevenson. Meredith Lee Townsend. Catherine Wakely. Taylor White. Selena Shi Yuen Yong. Chancellor Buller, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Education Elementary Curriculum. Natalie Seagram Early. Abigail is also receiving a professional specialization certificate in information communication technology. Abigail Ashfield. Adam Anthony Bellini. Isabella Charlotte Bryce. Kimberly Lynn Rose Cahoon Mayen. Lillianne Cave. Angela Jane Shiriko. Julia Joyce Christman. Kayana Raven Cluisi. Willa Nova Didels. Jade M. Dingra. Natalia Dominelli. Christina Rebecca Downey. Michaela Robin Fisher. Kennedy Fraser. Soleil Fredrickson. Maya Goodmanson. Bianca Elizabeth Thompson Hanning. Aubrey Hayward King. Catherine L. Hildebrandt. Keziah Hop. Carly Ruth Hunsberger. Sarah Kerr. Unessa May Lunuzzi. Catherine Darlene Liskowicz. Madeline Tanner Lucier. Mia Luco. Tasia Lauren Makabrowski. Elena Mares. Abigail M. Maliscu. Also receiving a professional specialization certificate in information communication technology, Francesca Mason. Marcella Wilhelmina Rihanna Marcoux. Sophia Aline Lodell Martin. Kenzie May McGrath. Maxwell James McKee. Paige K. McPherson. Adriana Louise Thalia Miley. Catherine Mitzau McNitch. Also receiving a professional specialization certificate in information communication technology, Emma Harleton Morgan. Olivia Laurel Newman. Also receiving a professional specialization certificate in information communication technology, Emily Norrell. Congratulations. Megan Owens. Juliette Pacheco. You want your full name? Sure. Maddie Christine Packford. Tessa Penner. Sarah Diane Mary Knowles Plischke. Tess Jolie Radford. Hannah Richie Anthony. Jack Leander Sabin. Alexa Rhiannon Schur. Congratulations. Also receiving a professional specialization certificate in information communication technology, Benjamin D. Shepard Reed. Sophia Jordan Switzer. Natasha A. Huganick. Benjamin Vaughn. Lauren Olivia Windsor. Maya Marie Woods. Lucas T.J. Yaseki. Chancellor Buller, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Education. Megan Nicole Allen. Jordan Aylard. Krista Colleen Bagnell. Brooklyn Michael Baker. Mayra Kate Baker. Charlotte Ray McDonald Berry. Callum T. Blades. Michaela Grayson Bobak. Rebecca Ann Bosworth. Katrina Lynn Britton. Liv Carlson. Ella Alexandra Clark. Chantel Ann Monique Couch. Emily Sahana Das. Haley Rose Jennifer DeVolkses. Jennifer Myra DeBeck. Sabrina Natasha Deardens. Michael Donkers. Katrina Elsner. Jillian Louise Enns. Emily Amundsen. Bronwyn Patricia Gregory. Brooke Mackenzie Sharon Jean Halekis. Vanya Henson. Devin Hawthorne. Congratulations. Alistair Helton. Sophie Louise Henderson. Brett Hull. David James Humphreys. Aubrey Lisa Hunter. Zoe Joyal. Megan Joanne King. Jade Creaser. Aaron Kruger. Alexander Tutino Lima. Lisa Cassidy Lloyd. Tess Antoinette Thomasina McDonald. Dylan Marks. Mark Michael Miku. Madeleine Renee Montero. Aaron O'Toole. Taff C. Oliver. Tia Michelle Ulenik. Jamie Osterhaus. Emma Jordan Ottewell. William J. Parker. Michaela Haley Marie Power. Melanie Christine Robertson. Chloe Aaron Rogers. Kevin Dong Kwang Royale. Delilah True Scavarda. Matthias Alexander Schnorr van Karelsfeld. Samantha Scott. Jada Antonio Segato. Emma Catherine Skalik. Erica Smith. Avery Rose Spence. Charlotte Rachel Syme. Jessie Ann Elizabeth Tromsness. Cameron Christopher Urquhart. Finley Peter J. Valencia. Yvonne Nima Vanda Velde. Jamie Marie Vivian. Juniper Marie Wadliger. Kesa Lynn Wadsworth. Alyssa Watson. Bowen Wilson Sharp.
Would Erin Beagley please come forward? Erin Beagley is a recipient of the Lieutenant Governor's Silver Medal. Erin Beagley is presented by the Dean of Graduate Studies, Robin Hicks.
Chancellor Buller, it's my pleasure to present Erin Beagley. Erin has developed groundbreaking advancements in computational biomechanics that will significantly improve how researchers incorporate diverse subject characteristics into their models, and as a result, will improve the equity of health outcomes in orthopedic treatment. Erin completed a master's in mechanical engineering in December 2025 with a perfect 9.0 GPA under the supervision of Dr. Joshua Giles. Erin demonstrated exceptional abilities across multiple domains. For their thesis, Erin developed multiple computational methods needed to capture and statistically model the diversity of human bone shape and material properties in high fidelity, and a method to convert these into synthetic medical images that can be readily integrated into a wide range of computational research. Through this work, it is now possible to study diverse subject characteristics when designing new surgical implants and procedures, which will ensure they equally benefit everyone. To date, this work has produced one publication in a high-quality journal, with 6 more in preparation. Erin showed great perseverance, completing this outstanding work in the face of significant personal adversity and responsibilities. Presently, Erin is a doctoral student in mechanical engineering at the University of Victoria and holds a Vanier doctoral scholarship. Erin is expanding on their master's research by capturing the diversity in soft tissue properties and applying it to modeling that considers both joint function and bone loading. The Faculty of Graduate Studies is very pleased to recommend Erin Beagley for this award. The Chancellor will now present the medal.
Would Maya Woods please come forward? Maya Woods is a recipient of the Dr. Maxwell A. Cameron Memorial Award in Elementary Education. Maya Woods is presented by the Acting Dean of Education, Todd Milford.
Chancellor Buller, Maya Woods, this year's recipient of the Maxwell Cameron Award, Elementary, has demonstrated high academic achievement, excellence in teaching practica, and commitment to social justice. In her final practicum report, Maya's field advisor noted that she intentionally integrated Indigenous knowledge in her kindergarten class through the use of Saanich Moon resource. Rather than treating Indigenous knowledge as a single lesson, she revisited the current moon cycle regularly, discussing its meaning, its connections to the land, and how it relates to seasonal changes. This created space for ongoing reflection and helped students see learning as deeply connected to the world around them. Maya aims to create opportunities for students to engage with difficult histories and consider how past and present injustices continue to shape our communities today. This commitment to meaningful, justice-oriented learning is also reflected in Maya's Eco Home project, where students designed sustainable homes that responded to both environmental and community needs. Through this project, grade 5 students explored environmental responsibility while also considering who is most impacted by environmental challenges and how thoughtful, innovative design can contribute to more equitable and sustained futures. The teaching profession is indeed fortunate to welcome Maya to its ranks. Chancellor Buller, the Faculty of Education, is pleased to recommend Maya Woods for this award. The Chancellor will now present the medal.
Would Liv Carlson please come forward? Liv Carlson is a recipient of the Dr. Maxwell A. Cameron Memorial Award in Secondary Education. Liv Carlson is presented by the Acting Dean of Education, Todd Milford.
Chancellor Buller, Liv Carlson, this year's recipient of the Maxwell Cameron Award Secondary, has demonstrated high academic achievement, excellence in teaching practica, and commitment to social justice. During her time in music education, Liv was the Vice President of the University of Victoria's Student Music Educators Association and ran the Music Education Assistant Program. This program raised money to donate to school music programs across Greater Victoria. She launched a fundraiser that was both environmentally conscious and focused on sustainability, so created the first MEP thrift store. In its first year, the thrift store raised over $1,000 in 3 days. With the funds, they purchased an alto saxophone and a bass clarinet for a high school music program in need of instruments, which are still being used to this day. In her final practicum report, Liv's field advisor noted, Liv meets or exceeds all the standards required of teachers in the province and excludes a degree of caring, confidence mixed with passion for music. Liv has garnered the confidence of students, staff, and community for her dedication and work ethic and willingness to go beyond the walls of the classroom to bring the gift of music to the community. Liv Carlson is already an asset to the profession. Chancellor Buller, the Faculty of Education is pleased to recommend Liv Carlson for this award. The Chancellor will now present the medal.
Well, congratulations to all of the graduates this afternoon. Now, to offer congratulations from the Alumni Association, I'd like to introduce Trevor McKenzie.
On behalf of UVic Alumni Relations and UVic Alumni Association, I'm proud to have the last few words today to wish you well. All of you no doubt had highs and lows during your years here. You struggled and lost sleep and succeeded and strived, because here you are now, with a new degree, diploma, or certificate to show for your efforts. Perhaps some of you spent hours in the gym, on a field or pitch. Others worked in labs or co-ops, on research boats or in forests, at businesses, schools, and hospitals. Some of you made art or studied languages, politics, laws, economic systems, philosophies, so much to learn and accomplish and do. You joined clubs, made lasting friendships, and rocked part-time jobs. You volunteered, you took risks, you gave your whole heart, and now you are here, made stronger by all of these experiences. And now you join us as University of Victoria alumni, a community of over 160,000 graduates around the world. As alumni, you're part of something that doesn't end today. This is a network you can return to for connection, for inspiration, for opportunities, and for a sense of belonging wherever life takes you. We're here to help you stay connected to each other and to the university, to keep learning and growing together. On behalf of the University of Victoria Alumni Association, congratulations on your graduation. Keep in touch, and we can't wait to see where you go to next.
Thank you, Mr. Mackenzie. Graduates, it's been a real pleasure to celebrate your accomplishments with you today. You are now members of this convocation, and through its Senate and board, you have a voice in the direction and development of this university, your university. As a university graduate, you are now in a position of privilege. Use your hard-won knowledge and skills for good, for your community, and for the betterment of humanity at large. We're so proud of you here at UVic, just as your friends and families are, and we look forward to hearing about your accomplishments as your brilliant futures unfold. Thank you all for participating in today's ceremony. I'd also like to express appreciation to all of the volunteers, our brilliant student musicians, staff, faculty, all of those who have made today's ceremony a success. Thank you all for attending today and celebrating with our graduates. Before we're joined by Carter Martin from the School of Music to lead us in the singing of O Canada, please rise if you're able and join me one more time in congratulating the class of 2026.